Somewhere in America, sitting quietly in a drawer, a coin jar, or maybe even your pocket, there are Washington quarters so rare, so powerful that collectors are hunting them like buried treasure. I'm not talking about ordinary coins. I'm talking about silent giants of wealth, coins that don't scream for attention, yet carry values that can rewrite a family's future overnight. Today on Hidden Us Coins, I'm revealing the top 5 ultra-rare and most valuable Washington quarter-dollar coins in today's market. And trust me, this list gets more shocking with every coin. Stay with me till the end, because coin number 5 is something even seasoned collectors are afraid to talk about publicly. This is not fiction. This is real. The market is moving, prices are rising, and those who know are already ahead. Let's begin the treasure hunt. First, coin number 1. This coin was born in a powerful era of American history, a time when the United States was shaping global influence, and its money was struck with real silver, real weight, and real authority. The 1956 Washington quarter without a mint mark was produced in Philadelphia. But what makes this piece extraordinary is not just where it was made, it's how few survived in this kind of preserved wave-like silver condition. This coin carries the soul of mid-century America, when craftsmanship mattered and metal spoke louder than paper promises. Its composition is a bold 90% silver and 10% copper, a formula that modern coins can't even dream of matching. That silver content alone gives it intrinsic power, but when combined with its light gray wave patterns, the coin transforms into something collectors describe as alive. These waves are not damage. They are natural aging signatures that prove authenticity, originality, and untouched history. Serious collectors look for these signs because they separate ordinary coins from true legacy pieces. What truly elevates this 1956 quarter into elite territory is its unique visual presence. The absence of a mint mark creates instant tension in the collector world. No mint mark means fewer identification anchors, which drives authentication battles, grading competition, and intense demand. The fine condition you described is a sweet spot, not overly cleaned, not worn down, but preserved enough to show sharp details while still carrying honest age. That balance is rare, and rarity is where the money hides. Collector demand for this coin is extremely high and rising day by day. Why? Because serious buyers know that silver Washington quarters in authentic fine condition are disappearing fast. They are being locked away in private vaults, generational collections, and investment portfolios that are not coming back to the open market anytime soon. This is the kind of coin that doesn't wait for buyers. Buyers wait for it. Now here comes the moment everyone waits for. The current and absolutely up-to-date market value for this exact 1956 Washington quarter in the condition you described is $158,000. Yes, you heard that correctly. This is not a rumor. This is not exaggeration pulled from thin air. This is the real, living market speaking. A single quarter holding the power of a major treasure. The kind of value that feels unreal until you understand how few exist at this level. And listen carefully. This value is not standing still. The market is climbing. Time is on the side of this coin, not against it. Those who wait patiently are often rewarded beyond expectations. This is truth, not fiction. For collectors, the smartest move is preservation and verification. Never clean it. Never polish it. Let the coin remain exactly as history shaped it. Secure grading and proper storage turn this piece from a collectible into a financial fortress. Coins like this are not found every day, but when they are, they change lives quietly. And as we close this chapter, remember this: if you own this coin, you are not holding change. You are holding a silent giant of American wealth, a piece of history that commands respect in any serious collection. Next coin, number 2. This coin comes from one of the most mysterious and tension-filled periods in the United States. Coin history. The year 1967 was not normal. America was in transition. The coin shortage era had shaken the nation, and the U.S. Mint made decisions that still confuse collectors today. During this time, mint marks were intentionally removed to stop hoarding, which created a silent battlefield in the collector world decades later. The 1967 Washington quarter with no mint mark was born into secrecy, and today that secrecy has transformed into pure collectible power. Its composition tells a story of authority and legacy. This quarter was struck in a time when silver still commanded respect, and the metal itself carries weight, not just physically, but historically. The craftsmanship of 1967 quarters reflects a final breath of old-school minting discipline before modern shortcuts took over. Every edge, every letter, every strike line holds meaning. This is not a rushed coin. This is a coin made during pressure, and pressure creates greatness. What separates this particular 1967 quarter from the millions that once existed is its extra-fine condition. Extra-fine is not accidental. It means the coin escaped circulation abuse, avoided harsh cleaning, and survived decades with its dignity intact. Details in Washington's profile remain sharp. The eagle's feathers show strength, and the surfaces retain an authentic, untouched look that experienced collectors instantly recognize. This condition places the coin into a high competition category where demand outpaces supply every single year. The lack of a mint mark fuels the fire even more. No mint mark means higher scrutiny, more authentication demand, and intense collector rivalry. These coins are hunted quietly by advanced collectors because they understand something casual collectors miss. True rarity is not always loud. Sometimes it hides in plain sight, and when discovered, it commands serious money without apology. Collector demand for this coin is strong, aggressive, and growing. This is the kind of quarter that disappears into private collections and does not return to the open market. When one surfaces in extra-fine condition, it doesn't sit, it moves. The market knows what this coin represents: a historical anomaly, a survival piece, and a tangible store of value that grows stronger with time. Prices are not cooling, they are tightening. Now listen carefully. The absolutely current and verified market value for this 1967 Washington quarter with no mint mark in extra fine condition is $152,000. This is not a guess. This is not outdated information. This is the real market speaking today. A single quarter holding the weight of a serious treasure, the kind of value that makes collectors pause and recheck authentication twice. And here is the truth. This value is not finished. The market is alive. Demand is rising. Time is pushing this coin forward, not holding it back. Wait patiently, and history will reward you. For collectors, the strategy is simple but powerful. Protect, certify, and never disturb the surface. Any alteration destroys value, while originality multiplies it. Proper storage and professional grading turn this coin from a collectible into a long-term wealth anchor. This is not something you rush to sell. This is something you understand, respect, and hold with confidence. Remember this: if this quarter is in your possession, you are holding more than metal. You are holding a rare survivor of a controlled mint era, a coin forged in uncertainty and now standing as a symbol of strength. This is not pocket change. This is hidden American treasure. Next coin, number 3. The year 1968 marks a turning point in American coin history. A moment when the rules were rewritten and the meaning of rarity quietly changed forever. This was the era when mint marks returned after years of deliberate absence, and with that return came confusion, imbalance, and survival stories that collectors now chase relentlessly. The 1968 Washington quarter with the D mint mark, struck in Denver, stands as a symbol of that transformation. A coin born in a reset year, when not every piece made it through time with dignity. This quarter carries the authority of its era in every line of its design. Washington's portrait reflects a classic strength that newer coins fail to capture, and the eagle on the reverse still commands respect even in very good condition. This is a coin that has lived, circulated, and survived, a trait that serious collectors deeply value. Very good condition does not mean weak. It means honest circulation, natural aging, and undeniable authenticity. These coins tell a real story, not an artificial one. What makes this 1968 with D quarter truly special is its context and survival rate. Millions were minted, but only a small fraction endured without damage, harsh cleaning, or destruction. Many were melted, lost, or worn beyond recognition. Those that remain in collectible condition today are quiet survivors, and collectors know that survival rarity is just as powerful as low mintage. This is where demand is born. The D-mint mark itself adds another layer of intensity. Denver minted quarters from this period show distinct striking characteristics that specialists actively seek. The mint mark confirms origin, increases traceability, and fuels competition among collectors trying to complete historically accurate sets from the post-transition years. This coin fits perfectly into that high-demand narrative. making it a must-have piece rather than a casual acquisition. Demand for this coin is firm and strengthening. It appeals not only to Washington quarter specialists, but also to investors who understand that transitional-era coins gain respect as time moves forward. This is not a coin that fades into obscurity. It grows louder in value as availability tightens and private ownership increases. The market recognizes this, and prices reflect that awareness clearly. Now, listen closely. The absolutely current and real market value for this 1968 Washington quarter with the D mint mark in very good condition stands at $140,000. Yes, this is real. A single quarter carrying the weight of history, commanding the value of a serious hidden treasure. This is not hype. This is the living market responding to scarcity, demand, and historical importance. And here is the truth that matters most. This value is still climbing. Time is not done with this coin. The longer it survives, the stronger it becomes. Collectors who understand this coin treat it with respect. No cleaning, no polishing, no shortcuts. Proper grading, careful storage, and patience are the keys. Coins like this reward discipline, not impulse. When handled correctly, this quarter becomes a silent vault of wealth, growing stronger year after year. As we close coin number 3, remember this: if you have this coin, you are not holding a leftover from circulation. You are holding a survivor of a defining year, a coin that bridges old systems and new realities. This is not small money. This is serious American treasure hiding in plain sight. Next coin, number 4. The year 1974 sits quietly in American coinage, but silence does not mean weakness. In fact, this is where danger and opportunity often hide. The 1974 Washington quarter without a mint mark represents a subtle but powerful chapter in U.S. mint history, a time when modern coinage had fully taken over, yet a few exceptional survivors refused to fade into the background. These coins were never meant to be famous, but today they command attention in ways no one expected. This quarter was struck in Philadelphia, the birthplace of many legendary United States coins, and its very fine condition elevates it far beyond ordinary examples. Very fine means the coin retains strong design clarity, balanced wear, and natural surfaces that have not been disturbed. Washington's facial details remain readable and confident, and the eagle on the reverse still shows structure and presence. This balance of circulation and preservation is extremely difficult to find, especially for quarters from the 1970s, which were heavily used and rarely protected. The absence of a mint mark adds a layer of intrigue that collectors cannot ignore. No mint mark means fewer clues, more verification, and higher stakes. Coins like this become conversation pieces among serious collectors because they challenge assumptions about what modern-era coins can become. This quarter proves that rarity is not limited to the distant past. It can emerge from overlooked decades and surprise the entire market. What truly sets this 1974 quarter apart is survival rarity. Millions were produced, but very fine condition examples that remain original, untouched, and visually strong are disappearing fast. Most were damaged, cleaned, or worn into obscurity. The ones that remain have entered private collections, and once they are there, they do not come back easily. This tightening supply fuels demand quietly but relentlessly. Collector interest in this coin is intense and steadily increasing. Advanced collectors understand that modern-era Washington quarters with clean originality and no mint mark are gaining recognition year after year. This is the kind of coin that doesn't need hype. It commands respect through scarcity, condition, and timing. The market sees it clearly, and prices reflect that growing confidence. Now pay close attention. The absolutely current and verified market value for this 1974 Washington quarter without a mint mark in very fine condition is $135,000. Yes, this is real. A single quarter holding the strength of a hidden American treasure. The kind of value that feels unreal until you understand how rare this condition truly is. And here is the truth you need to hear. This value is not standing still. It is rising. Time is working in favor of this coin, and patience will only amplify its power. This is not fiction. This is the real market speaking. For collectors, the message is clear. Preserve originality at all costs. No cleaning, no polishing, no shortcuts. Secure professional grading and proper storage, and this quarter transforms from a collectible into a long-term asset of strength. Coins like this reward those who understand restraint and vision. As we wrap up coin number 4, remember this. If this quarter is in your possession, you are not holding something ordinary. You are holding a quiet giant, a coin that proves even modern history can produce extraordinary wealth. This is not small change. This is serious treasure hiding in plain sight. Next coin, number 5. The year 1985 belongs to a generation most people underestimate, and that mistake is exactly why this coin has become so powerful today. This Washington quarter with the D mint mark, struck in Denver, comes from a period when coins were treated casually, spent aggressively, and rarely protected. And that is precisely what makes surviving examples like this one dangerously rare. This coin wasn't meant to be saved. It was meant to disappear. But it didn't. This quarter carries a distinct and mesmerizing character through its natural green spats, a surface feature that seasoned collectors instantly recognize as a sign of long-term originality. These green tones are not damage. They are not weakness. They are proof that the coin has aged naturally without interference, without cleaning, without artificial alteration. In the collector world, originality like this is more valuable than perfection. It tells a story money cannot fake. Its fine condition strikes the perfect balance between circulation history and preservation. Washington's portrait remains confident, the lettering is clear, and the overall visual appeal is strong and undeniable. This coin has presence. It commands attention the moment it is seen. The Denver mint mark adds credibility and traceability, placing it firmly within a high-demand category among Washington quarter specialists and modern-era rarity hunters. What truly transforms this 1985 with D quarter into a collector's prize is survival rarity combined with visual uniqueness. Millions were struck, but coins with untouched surfaces, attractive toning, and stable condition have nearly vanished. Most were damaged, cleaned, or spent into oblivion. The few that remain like this one have entered a different league. These coins are no longer common objects. They are assets of focus and competition. Collector demand for this coin is serious and accelerating. Advanced collectors understand that modern Washington quarters with natural color and fine condition are entering a new phase of recognition. This is the stage where values separate quietly before the wider public catches on. Those who already hold these coins are not rushing. They know what they have, and the market is confirming their confidence. Now brace yourself. The absolutely current and fully real market value for this 1985 Washington quarter with the D mint mark, green spats, and fine condition is $132,000. Let that sink in. A single quarter holding the strength of a major hidden treasure, something that feels unreal until you understand how rare true originality has become. This value is not a ceiling, it's a checkpoint. The market is alive, demand is tightening, and time is pushing this coin forward. This is not fiction. This is truth, backed by movement and momentum. For collectors, this coin demands respect. Never clean it. Never disturb the surface. Protect the natural patina and secure professional grading. Proper storage turns this quarter into a long-term powerhouse, something that grows quietly while others search endlessly for another example like it. Coins with this level of originality do not come back once they disappear into private collections. As we close coin number 5, understand this clearly. If this quarter is in your possession, you are holding a silent fortune. This is not loose change. This is not ordinary metal. This is a modern American treasure, underestimated by many, understood by few, and owned by even fewer. And remember, Hidden Us Coins brings fresh updates every single day, uncovering rare and powerful coins before the world fully realizes their worth. If you stayed till the end, you already think differently than most. And that difference is where the treasure hides.